crazy out here, y'all. Stay focused. Let's go, KD. Take a look around you, look to find your way, babe. Yeah, take a look around you, look to find your way, babe. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Hey, you the one that say that. You and me go way back. When this whole thing over, I'ma send my invoice payday. You don't wanna say that. You don't want this payback. I keep my composure. This my kingdom, nigga. Stay back. We had a couple of moments. You had a choice, nigga, on it. Your real colors, they showing. I'm real, nigga. I'm focused. When I come around, I'm fly with it. Stay moving, do buy with it. New sound, just vibe with it. Same truth, and we die with it. I see it like it's an obstacle. I never sit on the fence. Nothing to me is impossible. Music of me to the end. Most of the shit is illogical. All the y'all niggas depend on what they pretend. Just think what you had. Stop looking at trends. You wearing your eyes like it's topical. Clearly now, the pain is gone. The fame is on, and they play my songs. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. New era, I got y'all. Real gang, we pop off, no knockoffs. Open eyes, we watch out. Mobilize, won't cop out. COVID-19 cops out, don't flop now. Open skies, we fly now. New agenda, they try now. Most y'all getting real scared of the headlines we find out. And getting real near. If you don't know, you behind now. Behind the times, government hide behind the lines. Most brands trying to monetize. All of us have to stay inside, don't socialize. Talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Stop eating so much. You don't need to eat all the time.
You have the right to remain fat.
Whoa! You gonna fuck on me? Nobody's gonna fuck on you! Oh! What the fuck was that?
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole Normuth.
The sun
is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 testicles, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 25 Hundo and Setenta of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you as powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you beef.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, fam, what's going on? Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. We are live on all the channels, especially if you are watching on Rumble or on YouTube, the Daily Swole channel. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, drop in the comments down below. What are you smashing today? And if you have not yet left us a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcast, any podcast app that you bang your ear holes on, make sure you do so. It's much appreciated. And of course, share the stream right now because people are probably off of work today. A lot of people are off of work on Saturday. And if they're not here, that means they're not getting their ear holes banged. They're not getting like, Come on, let's stretch them out. Let's stretch out those ear holes. Make sure you share it with people that are in need of some knowledge cock. All right, before we get into today's episode, let's talk a little bit about some of the things that we had going on. We got a couple announcements, and yesterday, oh my God, we had an overtime segment, which is available in Swole TV right now. Fam, how many of you were there for yesterday's overtime? My goodness, the Adidas penis. Well, let me just curl that. The Adidas penis is is now available live. Hold on a second. Okay. Go and check it out. Available now in Swole TV if you missed the live uncensored, Drive While Gaining uncensored overtime yesterday. The Adidas penis now available for members. Go and check it out. If you were there, I think you laughed your ass off. That was another banger, another ear banger for one for the record books, I would say. The Adidas penis, now available live for members. Driving While Gaining uncensored. If you want to check out all the other Driving While Gainings, we have a lot in overtime. We have a lot in the Driving While Gaining uncensored section. Of course, there are a ton of Drive While Gainings on the Swolenormous YouTube channel, but we don't post them there anymore, probably for obvious reasons, because they're going to get flagged and banned, but we might be posting some of these on Rumble also, so keep an eye out for that. But if you are a member, you get access to all of them, and you get access to the first release. You get access to the featured release of these Drive While Gainings, and of course, some of them will not be posted anywhere because they're offensive. They're very offensive. So yeah, go and check out the Adidas penis, available now inside Swole TV. All right, and also tomorrow is the Sunday Funday Red, White, and Swole Q&A-ness. Ask Papa Swolio live. Tomorrow, the 21st, we'll be going live probably a little bit earlier tomorrow, late morning, maybe around noonish. So make sure that you are a member. You will get notifications. You could check out also in the description down below to get podcast alerts, but members will get access to Swole text and all that stuff. So you'll know when we go live. If you have questions, you can start submitting them today. Don't miss out, because if you didn't call in for the show in time, you can do it today, and we'll get to your questions tomorrow. AskPapaSwolio.com. All those links are in the description show notes down below. So let's get into today's episode. I did see some in the chat. Rihanna said that her grandfather passed, and everyone, let's give a little round of applause. And sorry to hear that, Rihanna. Much love. Thank you for being here. And the Swole fam is here for you. Hopefully we'll make you laugh and cheer you up a little bit. But thanks for being here. And yeah, if the Adidas penis isn't already making you laugh, then, well, there's that. But much love to you, and thank you for being here. The Swole fam is here for you. Make sure you plug into the fam and, you know, post up in the groups and stuff if you need more support and you need a little bit more, a Swole fam hug after today's episode. Okay, let's get into the tip. So drop in the comments, what are you smashing today? And drop some biceps and gorillas. Let's summon the Falcon and get today's party started. Nah. Yes, sir. That was me. That was me. Leo, you raging alcoholic. Good God, man. All right. All right, hashtag Swole Slut for a chance to win today's Swole card. Hashtag Swole Slut is Swole Slut Saturday, so hashtag SSS for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let me zoom out on that side cam a little bit. That way, there we go. Hold on a second. Boom. I got my good side and my other good side. I got two good sides. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Yeah. All right, fam. So let's get into it. Swole Slut Saturday. We have the church, and we have, of course, we have the Tainty Man. He's so cute. My God. Is he just fucking adorable? That's a Tainty Man. That's my Tainty boy. That's my Tainty boy. All right. We have some Swole fan posts. Let's get into it. It's time for the tip. Spit on it, fam. Babe, just an inch. Just an inch.
Get it moist.
It's cold outside. All right, this one is from Brandon. And Brandon says, money now? Bahaha. Money now. What does that mean? Got it. What does that mean? Did I miss something in the chat? Anyway, got a chest day in, but it was rough. I think I'm going to check the ego and spend a week doing recovery stuff. Quad and hip flexor is less angry, but still tight and cramps up randomly despite magnesium. Oh my goodness. So maybe it could be also an activation issue. So maybe doing some hip flexor strengthening and things like that. Mobility work. Sounds like a good idea. Time to pump the brakes. We got one here from Martin, and this is actually an email. So Martin writes, hi, Papa Swolio and the team. I just wanted to say I'm a huge fan. I found your posts on TikTok in October of Schwente Schwam. I was down and out as far as my mental health was concerned. I assumed the doctors had the answers and they gave me all sorts of tablets. I was wrong. I didn't want to rely on tablets because it made me feel weak. Unfortunately, here in the UK, doctors give out tablets like sweets too. I never thought it was down to my diet. I used to look in the mirror and always thought I was looking at a temporary version of myself. Your channel and podcast have given me the information needed, and I've embarked on a body recomposition since the 23rd of October, 2021. I was 265 pounds and lazy. I am now 195 pounds with 17-inch biceps. My gym is a 30-minute walk away, and I roughly get 15,000 steps a day just going to and from the gym. I've attached a photo so you can see the difference. I'm very proud of my progress, and I'll never stop. I've also gained the confidence to create an Instagram, which I never felt comfortable doing, at medicine_fitness. My birthday is today, and you'd make my day if you could share my story with the best community there is. I'll keep on listening. Martin, that's fantastic. Go and give Martin a follow and go drop some love on his Instagram. He said that's at Medicine Fitness, MEDISON_fitness. So much love to you, Martin. Good for you. And thank you so much for sharing. And holy shit, let's see these pictures. October 2021, we got a big chungus in October. And of course, the other pictures, this, I'm going to call bullshit, Martin. This ain't the same dude. This isn't the same fucking person.
That's fucking bullshit.
Come on, Martin. That's not the same dude. I'm just kidding. Obviously it is, but holy shit. So October 2021, obviously it's what, May 2023, so a year and a half or so. Obviously the beard, growing out the beard has helped tremendously. I always say this, the beard will help you make more gains and the gains help you make a better beard. So it's a vicious cycle. So start growing the beard, start making those gains, and you will just snowball into a sick, absolute fucking animal. Look at you, bro. You are, God damn it, dude. You look good. So much better. You look strong. You look capable. Look at those fucking arms, dude. Fantastic. And I love the gratuitous October 2021 shot. You gave us like that fat acceptance angle. You got the low angle. You got the sad face. Look at that. What a before picture. Look at you. You're like, hate myself. And over here, you're like, are you looking at my gains? Mayhaps are you peeping the gains? Oh, I didn't see you there. Look at these fucking gains. I love the face. Like, oh, didn't see you there. You checking out my guns? Are you happening to check out my guns? 2 tickets, bro. 2. Look at this fucking transformation, bro. That's insane. That's awesome. Good for you. You're getting America, bro. Looking good. Looking good. Fire. Fire. I like it. I didn't see you there. Sick fucking games. Amazing. Amazing. And we have one more post here from Summer. Summer says, what's up, beaches? Hey, everyone. I'm so happy to have joined. I live in the Los Angeles area. I can't say Los Angeles without hearing Big Lebowski and Sam Elliott go, Los Angeles. There was the dude. Los Angeles. Okay, I live in the Los Angeles area, married with 2 very active boys. I have been on a serious journey to get fit since February. I know I will need some inspiration occasionally, and this seems like the perfect place for that. My husband's goal for me, besides hot glutes, god damn, is to be strong enough to move him if you're passed out in a dangerous situation like a house fire. I don't know if I will ever be that strong, but my main goal is to not end up like a withering, helpless, weak old lady one day. I'm looking forward to all the gains. You know what? That's something that we don't talk about enough. There's a great quote out there. I didn't come up with it, but you should be fit enough to save your own life. And not only that, you should be fit enough to save the people that you love's life. So remember we watched that video a couple weeks ago about that grandmother or something and the carriage or the cart. We didn't watch it. We talked about it. And it was like rolling towards the road and some homeless dude stopped the baby carriage and the woman got up and fell twice because she was completely just out of shape and uncoordinated. You should be able to save your kids. You should be able to climb up onto the roof of your house if you needed to. You should be able to be strong enough to get out of a dangerous situation. You know, what if you go off the road and you're in the water? You should be able to get out of your car and swim to shore. And, you know, you should be able to turn it up to 11 and, you know, get out of a tough situation. So as much as that might be, that's a strange goal. It's not. What if he did pass out? And what if she did have to drag him and she couldn't? Can you imagine? Not only, let's say, would her husband perish, but can you imagine living the rest of your life knowing that you weren't able to save him when you could? Like that's like 2 lives right there. That would just mind fuck you forever. So, I mean, if that's actually a goal, an important thing to do, you need grip strength. You need grip strength. You need to understand how to pick up dead weight because a human, just because they're 100, 200 pounds, dead weight is a lot heavier than just 200 pounds. It's not a dumbbell. It's not a barbell. So understanding how to like lift up the leg, roll over and get the person on your shoulders. You can Google that. That's it's a pretty simple technique, but you know, in theory, you know, you have to practice that a lot, but also, sandbag training. So Summer, you can get a sandbag. They have 50-pound sandbags. Of course, you can always fill them up halfway. You can get a 100-pound sandbag and fill it up 50 pounds and get used to like lifting it up on your shoulder and carrying it around and doing some type of sandbag work. Kettlebell, clubs, all these things are really important with grip strength. Grip strength is essential. So it's core strength, but it's grip strength. Because if you're unable to grab their leg and drag, because if you're trying to save their life, just getting them out, it's not about them getting scratches on their back. You're trying to get them the fuck out, right? Dragging someone, you need to be able to have the grip strength to be able to do it. So it's club work, it's mace work, it's kettlebell, it's sandbag, all these things. Dead hangs are fantastic. So these are without getting all these other tools. I do dead hangs every morning. I do a mobility routine and I do like a 1 to 2 minute hold every day. Sometimes I push it harder. Sometimes I just do a minute and a half, but people should be able to, you know, dudes should be able to do like a minute and a half, 2 minutes for a dead hang. But you should be able to dead hang for a while. That's great for grip strength. So yeah, great. You know, that's a humbling thought, but it's important. Good stuff. All right, Summer, thank you for sharing and welcome to Summer. Congratulations on Martin, Brandon, shout out to everyone. Fucking awesome. Let's get some more gorillas. All right, let's get into some knowledge cock, fam. If you got questions, drop in the comments down below. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. And if you want the knowledge cock in your inbox, you might not be looking forward to getting emails. A lot of times you might get spam. You might get a lot of garbage. Oh, fucking emails, bills, blah, 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 blah. But I am here to save the day. I'm here to save your inbox. Make email swole again. Go to makeemailswoleagain.com and sign up for my email list. That way I can email you and bang your inbox with the knowledge cock, and you can keep up to date with the latest. It's a great running conversation, and feel free to respond. Feel free to email back with your thoughts about an email. If something hits you in a certain way, make sure you respond, and maybe we'll be featuring you and your response in an upcoming episode. So make sure you go to makeemailswoleagain.com. That's makeemailswoleagain.com. And of course, if you want to call into the show, like I mentioned, tomorrow is Ask Papa Swolio Live. We're just taking questions. So go to askpapaswolio.com, submit your questions. If you have a live question, hashtag AskPapaSwolio and drop that in the comments down below. Let's take the first call today. This one's from Harry. You're on the line.
How heavy are your Indian club bells?
Harry, are you asking how thick my clubs are?
Because
Too thick for you. Yeah, you can't handle these clubs. How thick are my Indian club bells? Which ones? God, I have a lot of clubs. Some of you know that I have a lot of fucking clubs. Some of you know I have a lot of clubs. So, in terms of steel clubs, I have up to 62 or 63 pounds. I have maces, steel maces that go up to 70 or 71 pounds. These big wood ones I have up to 45. They go up to like 45 pounds. I mean, I have all different weights. The wood ones, the heaviest wood club that I have is 45 pounds. It's the big one that looks like a dinosaur leg. I have two of them, 135 and 145. It's huge. And, you know, all different shapes. And well, one thing that's important to understand when it comes to the wood clubs, the steel clubs are great to start with. One, they're affordable or more affordable. You can get adjustable ones too, but they're all standard sizes for the most part. So when you go up in weight, you're still kind of gripping the same style of club. With the wood clubs, some of the grips are really thick, so you can't go as heavy because it's more challenging. So if there's a thicker grip or the weight is more distributed or it's longer and there's more torque, it can be very shocking how much of a heavier weight it is based on the shape and the weight distribution. So got a lot of heavy clubs. But like I said, the absolute heaviest mace that I have is a little bit over 70 pounds. I think it's 32 kilos. I think that's like 70.4 pounds. I think it's 32 kilos. And the heaviest club, like steel club I have is 62. Anyway, good question. Thanks for asking. Let's take what we got here? Bill Jenkins. Papa, the other day I was blasting you in my FedEx truck and some lady at a house was outside and said, "Wow, that has foul language. You know there are kids in this neighborhood, right? What a taint."
Matt Damon.
Well, I do understand. That's foul language. It does. Be careful. You don't want to be like, you know, they have on the back of trucks, it says, call 1-800, how's my driving? Call up and tell everyone how my driving is. You're like, 1-800, go, how's my driving? 1-800, go fuck yourself. 1-800, taint him a gooch. Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, you know, when it comes to foul language, as long as you educate your kids, I mean, it's not like the thing is you raise them a certain way. Don't say those words, or don't, you completely insulate them. They're going to grow up and be like, what are those words? They're going to grow up to be pussies. Now, I mean, it's also another thing. They can learn those words and learn not to say them in certain contexts, but I think that kind of stuff is silly. I think that's silly, but it's okay. I understand. Respect. Blast it louder. Yeah, fuck those kids. You should.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
All right, Lily, you're on the line. We got Lily calling in. Pump the brakes. Lily is about to speak.
Hi, this isn't really a question. I just wanted to thank Papa Swolio because he really helped me get my ass to the fucking gym, and now I've lost 50 pounds of fat and put back on 9 pounds of clean, solid muscle. So thank you.
Holy shit. Well, thank you so much for calling in. Thanks for blowing out my fucking ear hole. So good for you. Good for you. Congratulations. Not a question, but yeah, I didn't know that was going to be, peaking audio. Apologize. But a lot of you are listening maybe on your phone. As I think about this, I have literally, it's focusing it right down my ear canals. It sounds like your voice made some gains too. Holy shit. You don't have to yell. It's okay. I know you're excited about your sick fucking gains, but you don't have to yell. It's okay. Jesus Christ. Wow. She's excited. She's excited. She's making gains. All right, let's take a couple questions. If you have live questions, I don't see any live questions coming in. It's all good. I've answered all your questions before. You guys know everything? That's cool. Dr. Mojica. Last of the Mojica. Get it? Yeah, that's a good... I forgot. I should hit that one.
Loud noises!
Yeah, good call, Lindsay. All right, let's see. From Dr. Mojica, greetings. Salutations. How much cardio do you recommend for cutting season? Cardio is not going to be the reason why you lose body fat. That's going to be a calorie deficit and, building lean muscle mass. So it doesn't matter. Shockingly enough, it doesn't matter. You could fucking do cardio till you pass out and not lose any body fat. And plus, if you don't have muscle mass, what are you cutting down to? So here's the thing. Anyone that's trying to put on muscle, hey, I want to get lean. Well, do you have any muscle to get lean to? That's very important. A lot of people try to get lean, but they haven't built any fucking muscle to cut down to. So I see people that are just brand new to lifting and they're lifting for 3 months and they're going to cut. You're going to cut and you're going to lose all your fucking gains. You literally haven't built anything to cut down to. So just keep that in mind. All right. Raul with 2 U's. Raul Moreland, Papa Swolio, rest days or train every day, different muscle groups? Active recovery days. Fuck your rest days. You should be doing something for active recovery. Rest. The rest day has a connotation to doing nothing. So I don't think you should be training. I don't think you should be lifting every single day. I certainly don't. I certainly don't lift heavy every single day. I lift intensely, but I only do that a couple times a week. The rest of the days I do mobility. I'll do some club work. I'll do yoga. I'll do swolga. I'll do cold plunge and sauna and stuff like that. So active recovery. Remember, you're training intensely, brief, intense workouts. You really want to train hard, get the stimulus required, subject your body to the stress required, and then get to recovering. So that's important. And the more intense you train, the more recovery you need. Okay. Grizzly, Papa Swolio, is magnesium citrate something that should be taken weekly or daily? I wouldn't personally take magnesium citrate. I think that's like a shit bomb. You're going to shit your brains out. I personally would take, I personally use magnesium glycinate. So I take it daily. It's in a lot of these electrolyte products like Relight or Element. And I take magnesium glycinate before bed too. I take like 500 to 1,000. But that's what I do personally. I always, when you take a supplement or you take like some kind of magnesium, start with like 300, 500 milligrams and then see how you go. But I use magnesium glycinate. Barrett, Papa Soy, what do you think of vinegar? I use balsamic and will probably use regular to make some sauces for my meal prepping. I'm not a big fan of sauces. I don't really eat anything that requires that, but balsamic vinaigrette is something that I have had in the past. I've used that to, if I cook beef heart, I'll put the beef heart in like a dish overnight in the fridge with balsamic vinaigrette to kind of break down and soften up the beef heart. But I personally don't really use it much. Rhinestoned Cowboy, Papa Soy, if you had a physical job, if you had a physical job, would that affect how you approach exercising and active recovery? Yeah, I would train first. So anyone that has construction or physical jobs, train first early in the day. Train before you go to work. And you would train intensely. You want to be training intensely, more brief. You don't want to do long, exhaustive workouts. You want to really do high intense training, short duration, and probably less frequently. And do more yoga and mobility and active recovery. It depends, but your body will adapt. You'll adapt to a physical job. So if you're doing a physical job all the time, that's like walking long distances or doing cardio, your body will adapt to that kind of low level of stress. Let's see, Rihanna, Papa Swolio, since my grandpa passed from a blood clot that went from his leg to a lung, is there anything good to target to help with blood flow, or would recovery and nutrition be the better target? I'm sorry to hear that again. Is there anything good with blood flow? The cardiovascular activity. As much as I say you don't need cardio to get leaner, a cardiovascular capacity is important. I mean, you're going to get your heart rate up if you're doing sled work, if you're doing any type of cardio, long distance walking, if you do sprints, if you do kettlebell work, if you do, doing higher repetitions. You could go a lightweight with a kettlebell and do it for cardio. You grab a really lightweight and you do snatches for 10 reps, switch hands, 10 reps, switch hands. Like you're going to be out of breath, or you do high rep. If you really want to fucking crush your glutes or get a really good burn and do cardio, grab a light kettlebell and do kettlebell swings. Do like 50 or 100 reps. Try to do that straight in a row. And tell me that's not cardio. So there's a lot of different ways to get your heart rate elevated. So, I mean, that's very important. VO2 max, your VO2 max is an important indicator for overall health and blood flow. So again, cardio and that kind of stuff, it's contextual within an entire program, and everyone's going to have different things that they want to focus on. And of course, recovery, nutrition, sleep is very essential. If you're not getting sleep, heart disease, hypertension, all these different things are going to go through the roof. So very important to get quality sleep too. And don't get experimental mRNA vaccines that are going to cause blood clots too. On a side note, just because we're talking about clots, don't forget about the clot shot. Bill Jenkins, don't worry, Papa. Currently blasting you for the whole neighborhood to hear. Let's fucking go home. Bill, you got to get like an iPad or something, and just now you can have like a big, you can have the video there too. Mike Aruda, Papa Swolio, the only equipment I have is the steel club. Not a big deal. I want to slowly add things over time. I'm not sure where to focus first. Resistance bands, dumbbells, kettlebells. Well, you just said the only equipment you have is a steel club. Okay, I was muted. Why? Why was that? So I don't know where it cut off, but let's just continue. Mike says, the only equipment I have, I'll read that again in case. So the only equipment I have is a steel club. I want to slowly add things over time. I'm not sure where to focus first. Resistance bands, dumbbells, kettlebells. So I would say, well, resistance bands are going to be affordable. They're also portable. They don't take up a lot of space, and you can get different angles with resistance bands that you can't get with other things. Dumbbells depends on how much space you have and how much you want to spend, because if you get dumbbells, you get individual dumbbells, it's going to cost more money and it's going to take up more space. But if you get power blocks or adjustable dumbbells, you can fit many dumbbells in a smaller space. Kettlebells are great. Kettlebells are also like resistance bands, very affordable, especially if you get one or two. You could do a ton of different exercises. In my opinion, kettlebells are probably better than dumbbells, depending on how much you have to spend, it just depends. Because you could do a lot of different exercises with kettlebells. Dumbbells, you could do a bunch of different exercises, but it'll be light for certain things and it'll be heavy for other things. So kettlebells, you can get a lot more mobility, power, endurance, and things like that. Especially if you're starting off. The kettlebells go great with a steel club, by the way. Steel club and kettlebells, those things go hand in hand. They're fantastic tools, very similar. That happened already before. I don't know why it muted. There might be some kind of glitch, because I definitely am not hitting a mute button. It never happened before. It happened the other day, and I don't know why it muted. Very strange. Okay. Let's see here. Sebastian Rosero. Papa Swolio. Papa Swolio, I'm about to start the elimination diet, but I have two problems. One, I still have my kitchen full of snacks and candy for my GF. What? Okay. Number two, I have 15 days holidays coming to Amsterdam, and I kind of want to try some of the stuff they have there, if you know what I mean. Should I finish the kitchen and go hard into Amsterdam and then start? I'm not going to tell you what to do, because personally, I would say don't trash your health, period. You know, you said, or fuck what I feel like doing and just start ASAP. Second week of the 90-day dash, by the way, crushing and loving it. So that's up to you. Personally, I say the best time to start is today. I know you're going on holiday, but why going on holiday? Does that mean you're going to beat the fuck up out of your body? You know, you've probably been beating the fuck up out of your body for years or decades already. So, just a couple thoughts. If you have your kitchen full of snacks and shit, that's not going to help. That's not going to fly for an elimination, because you're more addicted to these foods than you think, and they need to be removed from your environment completely. And it'd be very beneficial for your girlfriend, if that's what you meant to say. You're on the same page and both doing it together. If you're going to Amsterdam, you're going to be doing like weed or edibles or whatever the fuck you're doing. I mean, the more you learn, the less you can justify making these decisions. The more you learn about what these foods and what all these, like, you know, processed things do to your body, the less you want to make excuses naturally. So, you know, it's up to you what your conscience and what you want to do for making excuses. Just saying. Just saying. Did you press sound, then tap your space bar? No, it has nothing to do with what happened. Space bar, that doesn't do anything. No, not for the streaming. Anyway, it's a good thought, though. Alan says you can still try the stuff in Amsterdam and still eat good. Bill says starting shopping at Whole Foods, and holy fuck, it's expensive and not everything there is good for you. I'm surprised. Yeah, we talk about that a bunch. The actual store, Whole Foods, most of the stuff in there is garbage. Seriously. You'll have nice options. You'll be able to get better quality foods there that they won't stock in other stores. But most of the stuff in Whole Foods is trash. The bakery stuff, the bars, the hot bar that they have, they put vegetable oil. Like, there's garbage. It's everywhere. Most of the stuff is shit. But you can probably find better grass-fed beef, or fruit is better quality, and maybe you can find raw dairy if in certain Whole Foods, depending. But yeah, just because it's Whole Foods doesn't mean it's good. Like, just because it's at that supermarket. They have chips and cookies and candies and pasta. They have all sorts of shit there. Matt, me and my son are eating watermelon while listening to the Mancast. Can I get America? Fuck yeah, you sure can, dude. Enjoy that watermelon. Your son sounds like a stud. Good man. Rhinestone Cowboy, listening to a book on estrogenics, and apparently weed is one. Indeed, weed, lavender. There's a bunch of things. Are you reading or listening to Estrogeneration? If not, check out that book. That's pretty much a Bible for it. Watermelon certainly sounds good. Okay, Lozio Max. Papa Swole, I work at night and during the day my body feels wrecked. How do I find the motivation? You're not going to have the motivation. You're exhausted. Your body is chronically fatigued, and it's going to take years off your life, if not decades. I'm not saying that to scare you. Actually, you know what? I am, because it's true. Sleep is so important. Working at night is an absolute fuck up for the body. So you're not going to feel like doing a lot of things. Cortisol is going to be through the roof. Your testosterone is going to tank. It's going to raise your chances for all-cause mortality, like, through the roof. I would get a different job, in my opinion. That's my opinion. You asked me the question, so I gave you the answer. I would get a different job. Oh, look at the church. Oh, she's doing dog yoga. Look at the church. Look at the tainty man. Now look at church. Now look at the tainty man. Now look at church. Now look at the tainty man. Now look at me. Oh, oh. Look at me.
Because Dickens?
Look.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Mark says I worked nights for 2 years and it literally fucked me. Gave me insomnia. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Mika, watermelon is an estrogenic. JK, LOL. Could you imagine how sad Papa would be? I would go full out bitch tits. Like, I don't care. I'm trans now. Give me that watermelon. Give me that juicy watermelon. Loretta says, my friends used to think Panera was healthy. Oof, not even close. That's the book you're reading, Estrogeneration. Great book. Great book. Bill says, I get this milk out of glass there that says bottled on farm, but still says pasteurized. Yeah, just because it's bottled on a farm doesn't mean it's not pasteurized. Some states make it illegal to buy raw milk, but you can order raw milk online. It might just say for cats and dogs because legally you can sell raw milk to fucking animals, but you can't eat it yourself. It's ridiculous. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at you, baby. Let's give a little pupper break. Oh. How do I get anything done with all this cuteness? How do I get anything done? All right. Oh, you got to pee. Ooh, you got to make a pee-pees. You got to pee. All right. Let's see. Could she be any cuter? I don't think so. Cover your nips. Respect yourself. Look at those big ears. All right. Gratuitous church. A little gratuitous church here. Okay. That was nice. Ooh, side-eye. Side-eye, no Chad. No Chad. Your name is No Chad. All right. Papa Swole, do you find Nordic curls hard? Yeah. Not as hard as I used to. I used to not be able to do them. But I elevated the front end of my my floor glute so I could do them. Practice. Nordic curls are still hard. They're still hard. They're always going to be hard. You just get stronger and you're able to do them. Every exercise is hard if you train hard enough. Okay? Just saying. Yeah, everyone hit that thumbs up button on the show. But every exercise is hard. And if an exercise isn't hard, then you're not pushing it hard enough. You're not training hard enough. You don't have enough weight on the machine or on the bar. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. But yeah, Nordic curls is just kind of, Nordic curls are like, Nordic curls are like the pull-ups for the lower body. So a lot of people can do pull downs. People can do other types of rows, but they can't do a pull-up. A lot of people can do lying leg curls or seated leg curls or whatever, but they can't do a Nordic curl. So a Nordic curl is one of those exercises that will unlock a lot of muscular development. Same thing with the pull-up. Everyone should be able to do a pull-up and multiple pull-ups. Everyone should be able to do a Nordic curl. Nordic curls will unlock your lower body. And it takes a lot of mobility. It takes a lot of practice, but practicing Nordic curls will unlock a lot of neuromuscular development, motor unit synchronization, a lot of strength, a ton of strength. Same thing with Jefferson curls, but Nordic curls uniquely so. Rihanna, how small should I start with kettlebells weights? 5 or 10 pounds? If you get a small kettlebell, a lot of like those cheaper kettlebells don't have the right window size. Like a super light kettlebell is almost worthless in my opinion. It's going to be hard. It's going to be too light to do any movements. For a female, it depends on what, I mean, they're good brands, Rogue, Kettlebell Kings. I've never used like a Cap or a Rep Fitness. Those might be okay. There are a bunch of good kettlebell brands out there, but I would have to look at it. But most of my kettlebells are Rogue. I have a couple from Kettlebell Kings, and those are all great. But you're not gonna be able to do most exercise with 10, because people that are doing exercise like lifting and doing like little, those are bullshit kettlebell exercises. You want to be able to do a kettlebell swing. You want to be able to do a clean. You want to be able to do a Turkish get up. There's like certain exercises that are really fundamental for a kettlebell. So I would recommend probably anywhere between, it depends on what the kilograms are. Like I think 6 kilograms is 13 pounds. So maybe 8. I mean, it depends on your strength. Yeah, maybe 15 or 20 pounds. I mean, but that might be heavier. That might be too heavy for certain exercises. So it depends on the brand. It really does. It really does. Not all kettlebell, and pay attention everyone, not every kettlebell is created equal. Some of them are really whacked out shaped, and they're things you'll get from Walmart, and they're just cheap and they're not going to swing properly. It's not like a really good, because the shape of the handle is called the window is actually important. And if it's too small of a kettlebell, a lot of times it's just your hand can't even fit into it. Depends. So maybe like at the lightest, I would say 13 pounds, like a 6 kilogram kettlebell for certain exercise. And then other exercise, like a kettlebell swing, you can start heavier. You could probably start with like a 24 pound kettlebell. Was that a 12 kilograms? 10 to 12 kilograms would be good as like a light end for kettlebell swings. Just some thoughts. You can all drop your thoughts in the comments, but it depends on what kind of kettlebell you're getting. I recommend for certain piece of equipment, there are good brands. There are good brands out there that are less expensive. You don't need to get the most expensive brand, but you want to make sure you're getting something quality. And don't forget, when you're building out a home gym stuff, you can buy something and then in the future sell it for, maybe a little bit less than what you paid for it, minus the shipping or whatever, and then upgrade, right? You put it on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace, someone comes and buys it, then you put that money towards something that, a little bit of a higher quality one, and you flip it. And then you have something a little bit better, because maybe you have $50 for a kettlebell. You don't have $100 right now. So you spend $50 on a kettlebell, and then you sell that you save up another $50 and you sell that for $40, and then you have $90, or you put another $10 or whatever, then you buy the $100 one. You just kind of flip over time. Matt, for 2-hand mace swings, what's the minimum weight a male should use? There is no minimum. There's no minimum. I would start with a 10-pound mace. Start with a 10-pound. It's better to go light. Better to do lighter and many more reps than to go heavier and hurt yourself. So if you do something where it's like 7 pounds or 5 pound, those are short. Those are like little bulava. Those are like, there's no torque. It's too light. So I started with a 10-pounder. The first mace I got was on OfferUp, and I got it for 20 pounds, too heavy. So then I got a 10 and a 15, and then I got really into it. So I started getting all the other heavier ones and stuff. So 10 pounds. Yeah. Nice. Fam, time to go balls deep. Okay. So if you have more questions,
that's deep.
Remember, tomorrow is Ask Papa Swolio Live. So if you go to AskPapaSwolio.com, please call in. If you have a question, like anytime you're listening to the show, maybe you can't catch it live, go to that site. You can record right there and submit your question, and you can do it anytime. We'll get to an upcoming episode. If you're just trolling and saying something stupid, we're not going to share it, but feel free to ask a question at any time. So tomorrow we'll get into more questions. Okay, let's get into some dun 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 dun. Let's get into I thought this was funny. I don't know who that girl is. I don't know why that's important. But check this out. This story, that is not okay. Social media is left in uproar. It's really not. There's no uproar. I just thought this was a silly story. Over an image of a plus-sized plane passenger being weighed on a baggage scale in front of the whole airport after staff accused her of lying when she claimed she was 130 pounds. So, I mean, you're going to try to cause some kind of chaos when people that don't travel much don't understand how important this is. So this is actually not uncommon when it comes to different planes or smaller planes. A lot of people get weighed because guess what? The plane has to get off the ground and know how much baggage, how much weight it's carrying. Why do you think they weigh baggage? Why do you think they have a limit for the, what you could bring on a plane? And if it's too much, they charge you more for it because it costs them more fuel, et cetera, et cetera, especially for smaller planes. A lot of these smaller planes, like 2 rows on each side, like the tinier planes, you're going on a 45-minute flight or whatever it is, they're going to weigh. You have to step on a scale and weigh, or they ask you how much you weigh so they know if they can fucking get off the ground or they're going to crash and kill everyone. So I'm just going to show you this picture. How many of you think this woman is 130 pounds? Just saying. You say you're 130 pounds. I don't blame, if it's required, I don't blame them for calling bullshit. And by the way, it's not like there's a scale thing at the top, like, oh my God. Oh my, it's not like at a supermarket where you see it's not a carnival where you see the weight on a big digital display. No one can see it. She stepped on the scale. Oh, fucking cope. There's not a fucking chance in fucking hell that she's 130. So the flight attendants or whoever is at the desk calls you out on your bullshit and then you're going to get offended. Nonsense. Step on the scale. No one can see how much she weighs. So it doesn't matter. It's not like she's being made fun of and everyone's like, ha, 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 Fatty McFatterson. No one's saying that.
That's a huge bitch.
No one's saying that. It's for safety. So fucking get over it. Let's see. SH says, I've been on planes. If you had experience with this, drop in the comments. I've been on planes where they made us change seats to balance the weight in the cabin. Okay. There you go. So if she didn't lie about her weight, they wouldn't have to call her out on her bullshit. So she probably said 130. Get the fuck out of here. You're 130. Your ass is 130. Okay. So not even a chance. Okay. Just saying. So social media is left in an uproar. No, it's not. And you might be able to make a headline out of this for people that don't fly, that have never experienced this. They weigh your baggage for a reason, and sometimes they'll weigh the individuals. And because they can't, right, like someone said, you have to make sure that the plane is balanced too. Okay. Michelle says, I worked at a small float plane company in Alaska, and people can die because someone lied about their weight. We automatically added 10% to everyone's stated weight and weighed people when needed. Okay, there we go. Thanks for sharing.
You fucking people.
So, it's different if you step on a scale and, the scale goes,
That's a huge bitch.
That would be funny. And that would be inappropriate, right? If there was a big digital display and everyone was like, ooh, if it was a big digital display overhead and it magnified it to everyone, okay. Understandably, you might be a little embarrassed. But here, let's talk about this for a second. If you're embarrassed about your weight, and this goes for anyone, if you're embarrassed about your weight, what does that say? You should probably be taking better care of yourself. Then you wouldn't worry about your weight. I'll step on the scale and be like, fuck yeah, 205 bitches, fuck yeah. If you're concerned about your weight, probably you're not taking care of yourself. So you're more embarrassed about yourself and you're ashamed. Okay, good. You should be ashamed. Take care of yourself. Shut the fuck up. All right, so let's get into, so there was that. Let's see what else we got here. Let's get into a couple other videos. Oh my God. Holy crap. Not you again. Nasty. And my goodness. Oh my God. Is that an arm? Holy shit. That bracelet is cutting off her. Oh my God. Fam, pick a number. 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
What's in the box?
Matt the Great says most people's knowledge about airplanes is limited and how little it takes to get them off balance and bad shit can happen. Just straight facts. So get over it. Yeah, they weighed you because you lied. If you said 175, people would be like, okay, you're 175. 130? Get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. You're 130. Jesus Christ, my cock is 130. Okay, Mike Arruda, número 3. Número 3. This one is impossible not to internalize fat phobia. Impossible not to. That's fucking bullshit. Okay.
It is impossible
How?
not to internalize the level of fat phobia we have in society as a fat person.
She's getting bigger.
No matter how much self-love we cultivate, the world is constantly telling us and everyone else that our bodies are bad and wrong and ugly.
No one's saying your bodies are ugly. No one's saying your bodies are wrong. No one's saying your bodies are bad. We're saying you're unhealthy. You're unhealthy. There's a difference.
Matt Damon.
You see how that's why we pass along. At least her videos are short because it's train wreck. You see how like the language, bad, wrong. No one's saying that. No one's saying that your body is bad and wrong. And no one's saying it's ugly. That's all subjective. Bad. What does that mean? Wrong? No one's saying that. Ugly? No one's saying that. But you're unhealthy and you're trying to pretend like it's healthy. So you are wrong. You are wrong. You're being malicious to lie to your followers who are also weak-willed people. And I think your personality is ugly, but that says nothing about anything else. Okay, pick a number 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2.
What's in the box?
I'm totally comfortable in my body. I just don't want to be in pain.
1, 2, or 3. Loretta, why film lying down? There's another person. The one that I was like, oh my God, by the thumbnail. That's filming lying down. Let me just tell you, these people don't understand how gravity works. Like, that's not a look. That doesn't. Michelle Clifford, number 3. Number 3, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
Number 3. Oh, this one's titled, It's Genetics. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Sorry to this person, I know I'm blowing you up. I just wanted to make another point that...
Oh, God. Okay, so responding to... Jesus Christ. Responding to a question on TikTok or a comment, you should examine why she's overweight in the first place. My mom bought crap food and then was surprised when I gained weight. Okay.
You're not wrong as far as like adults and parents not taking like personal responsibility for why their child might be fat.
Okay.
But I think that ties in with the other point I made about how sometimes it's literally just genetics, or like a lot of times it's just genetics.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Like, if you have a woman who grew up fat and has like dieted, probably has borderline disordered eating, and
if you grew up fat, that means you grew up with poor habits.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Excessively diets and exercises to maintain a healthy or thinner weight. She has a little girl. The little girl is just playing sports, being active like kids do, eating, you know, a normal
Garbage.
amount for her age, for her size, for her
Eating estrogenic food, eating things out of plastic, eating fucking Funyuns and Dunkaroos and shit. Yeah, I'm sure she's eating wonderfully. Just magically obese, just for no reason.
child, and she's still fat. Why is that? The mom in
quality.
that case should be taking personal responsibility for her own genetics
Food.
as being the reason why her daughter is
Habits.
fat. Because she
Food.
was also fat once.
Food.
And it's only been through strenuous exercise and diet that she's become thin.
Let me just pause this right here. It's almost over. Let me just finish it.
And I don't think young kids should be on diets.
I think they should be eating properly. A diet is what you eat. A diet is literally the sum of everything you eat. Look it up. What's a diet? It's just what you eat. Okay. So she says it's only been, you ready for this? You ready? It's only been through strenuous diet or strenuous exercise and diet that she's become thin. Strenuous exercise. Everyone should be doing strenuous exercise. It's only because of strenuous exercise and eating real fucking food that she's become thin. Shocker. Everyone should be doing as if strenuous exercise. Oh my God. She's only in good shape because she does strenuous exercise. No shit. No shit. No shit. It's because of strenuous exercise, you chundergunch. That's like yes, you got it. You got it, Chief. You got it, Chief Munkaka. You got it. Nailed it. Nailed it. All right, this one's 8 seconds. Oh, we could do both of these. Let's do, which ones do you guys want? Fat people don't owe you health. This is the one that's like the laying down. Oh, it's 8 seconds. We'll do that one first, and then we'll end with anti-blackness. All right? We'll end with anti-blackness.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
He's on fire!
Let's go. Let's go.
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Oh my God, that was nice. I'm getting to these like sequential expulsions. So just be aware, you can't judge it off the first rip. Like we're getting some. Yeah, talk about cardio. Talk about cardio. An 8. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about an 8. That's decent. I think it's better than that. But what about the performance? What about the experience? Right? It has to be the tone, the depth, the pitch. All those things are important, but it's also the experience, the length, the distribution. An 8.7, I think that's reasonable. I think an 8.7 is reasonable. Yeah, that's respectful. Thank you, Aaron. Got to leave it to the GOAT to come up with the right one. Some of you are going to go French on me and be like, well, that was a 5.6. He's a 5.6. I don't care. He's a 5.6. Yvonne, a 9, lacked depth for a 10. I agree. It wasn't a 10. I don't have a 9. A fucking 9. I don't have that soundboard. I have a 10. My 3-month-old did better. Your 3-month-old is packing. Must have a hog on him, huh? I don't want to assume his gender. It's a baby, right? It's a baby. That's when you let them decide what they are when they're older, right? You have X on their gender, right? On its birth certificate, just an X. We don't know. We don't know what it is. It's a girl. You sure about that? Not a micro penis? Sure. A real girl. All right. Just for
Boys have a penis. Girls have vagina.
One for the road. Okay. What were we doing? We'll do the short one first. But man, let me tell you, if you're morbidly obese, please do not lie down when you're filming. And look at her bracelet. It's actually a hula hoop. But check this out.
Fat people do not owe you health. That's it.
Wow. What in the fuck?
Sand!
Jesus Christ, man. That bracelet, that's actually, like I said, it's a hula hoop. Those like Christmas decorations. Okay. Fat people don't owe you health. A strange video when you are literally exploding. You look like you haven't slept in a month and you're pale, like your skin, everything. I'm not like an insult, but when you're like, fat people don't owe you health. No shit, because you're not healthy. I wish you did owe me health because then you wouldn't look like that. What kind of, who do you think you, like, what is this for? What are you trying to prove?
Fat people don't owe you health. That is all.
Jesus Christ, no kidding, you don't owe me health. I wish you did. For fuck's sake. And this whole idea that fat people don't owe you health. No shit, you owe it to yourself. Why don't you, like, how is that an argument to let yourself go to shit? Fat people don't owe you health. And what? Why would you owe me health? You owe it to yourself. Why would you owe me health? That's a strange thing. I don't work out for anyone else. I don't work out for anyone else. Why would you owe me health? It's a silly thing. I don't owe you health. I owe it to me. I don't train for you. I don't train for anyone in the fucking live chat or any of these people on TikTok. I don't do it. If there was no social media, guess what, fam? I was lifting before social media. I was training hard before social media. So it has nothing to, right? I'm just saying. I was training hard and lifting and trying to get huge before social media. I remember lifting hard and there was Facebook, but Facebook was only for people that had a college email address. Not everyone had it. It was just, there was AOL Instant Messenger and I was fucking lifting heavy weights. So I'm not doing it for you either. I'm not doing this for content. I've been lifting for my whole fucking life. And then when I started posting about it, it was just like I was already lifting hard. I was already making gains. I've already been doing this my whole life. So like, owe you health. Well, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Stop. Stop. It's ridiculous. All right, fat phobia and anti-blackness. Let's fucking go. Huh? Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you without some anti-blackness. It's a Daily Swole podcast. Anti-blackness. Because fat phobia, because you eating cake is the same as, I don't know, racism? Talk about trying to blame everyone else for you wanting to eat cake. You're anti-black. How about you just stop eating cake? That's not that hard. Okay.
A lot of y'all have internalized fat phobia. And a lot of it is linked to anti-blackness.
Open your eyes. There you go.
Don't confront it. And this will probably go over your head. But fat phobia is rooted in anti-blackness.
It's not.
The way that y'all make fun of fat bodies, the way that y'all make fun of marginalized bodies shows it every single time. Not only on this app, but the way that y'all interact with fat people and disabled people and other marginalized bodies throughout society.
How is that possible? Like there's ramps, there's access, there's wheelchair access and stuff like that. Marginalized bodies. What the fuck is a marginalized body? Are you talking about people that are cutting off their genitalia? Or engrafting like skin from their thigh to make a faux dick? Are you talking about that kind of like margin? Who's making fun of disabled people? No one's making fun of fat bodies. I'm not making fun of fat bodies here. What I am is criticizing the mindset and the words of these grifters that are trying to get attention and literally negatively affecting people's lives because you have a lot of weak people out there. You have a lot of people out there that don't have a North Star. They don't have any kind of moral compass. They're completely devoid of that from their parents, from the educational system, like mainstream media, these corporations. They're just being pandered to as if being obese is a thing of virtue, as if trashing your body and being a fat fucking slob is something to aspire to. That's it. Okay? It's not anti-blackness. You just eat garbage food and you're surrounding yourself with fucking petrochemicals. We all have to deal with that. We're all in the same society together. Not all of us are going to be able to, or going to live in the middle of the fucking woods and farm. So you have to start making better choices for yourself. What you're trying to do is blame society, evil white people and their shenanigans. It's not anti-blackness. You sound like a racist. Why? Because of the words you're using. Why don't you just take better care of your health? There are disabled people, or people, what the fuck is a marginalized body? There are people without arms and legs that go to the gym every day. So what the fuck is your excuse? Like, stop making shit up. You just don't want to go to the gym and eat real food. I would respect you if you said that. I mean, I wouldn't think it's a good thing, but at least you're being honest, right? At least you have integrity. I'm a fat fuck and I'm unhealthy, but I don't care. Yeah, you might care when you're like on your deathbed, but like, I'm going to do this because I want to do this way, but I know I'm not healthy. I know I'm, really sickly and I'm probably going to die young. Well, all right. At least you're being honest, right? At least you have integrity. So when you're lying and grifting and putting it out there, like it's everyone else's fault. It's society. It's anti-blackness. It's fat phobia. What you're doing is you are lying to people. You're lying to people, and there's so many susceptible people out there that are looking for an answer. And if you point to an other, if you point to God, like someone else to blame, their ego, you're saving their ego. You're giving them you're giving them a weapon for their ego. Oh, it's not my fault. Oh, it's society. Oh, it's capitalism. Oh, it's white supremacy. Oh, it's anti-blackness. It's all the same shit. I'm a huge pussy. I don't want to take responsibility for what I did to myself. I don't want to go and change my habits. So it's that person's fault. Fuck them. They're being mean to me. It's them. It's fat phobia. It's blah, blah, blah. No, it's you. No, it's you. It's you. It's you. I don't hate you as an individual. I hate the words coming out of your mouth. Your body isn't bad. Your body isn't wrong. Your body is unhealthy. Like, let's stop using subjective terms for something that's objective. Your feelings are irrelevant. Okay? Your feelings are irrelevant. They just do not matter. Because you will objectively have diabetes. It doesn't matter if you're in a good mood or a bad mood. Like, it doesn't matter. Your feelings. Like I always say, you should be ashamed if you're trashing your health. You should be ashamed if your actions led you to where you are. Because guess what? All of our actions led to where we are. Not everyone grew up with good tools. I ate shit when I was little. I was also very active, fortunately. But yeah, if your parents fed you fast food all the time and you were fat when you were 13, that sucks. When you're going through puberty and you're already obese, that's a huge fucking problem. But it doesn't mean you can't absolutely go all in on improving that. Like I said, there are people that are obese in the Swole fam, but they're not victimizing themselves. Their actions do not match. Okay? This obesity and pussy victimhood, that's a state of mind. That's what we detest and that's what we reject. So take responsibility. Stop blaming other people, because if you're blaming other people, then you don't have any power, you don't have any tools, and that's that. If you're blaming someone else for your problems, then you have no power to change it. You just have to keep on pointing your finger at them and complaining. And no one likes to be around someone who complains. No one does. It might get you a couple of views on TikTok or Twitter, but you keep on doing that, you're just going to keep on pushing people further away. And that's why you keep on complaining louder, because you're desperate for the initial love and attention that you got. You just really surround yourself with weak pussies that were like, yeah, let's complain together. The worst thing is to just sit around with someone and complain, right? Two people that are just whining to one another. Ugh, it's disgusting. It's nauseating. A lot of people you might know someone that like every time you're around them, they're negative and can just complain about everything. Guess what you stop doing? You stop spending time with them because they're a fucking drag. Misery loves company. These are all cliches, but these are sayings for a reason, because it's true. Okay? So misery loves company. Misery gets love and attention from other miserable people. But like, it's only manageable for so long. Like, you're just desperate for fucking more attention, but there's a reason why you need more attention. It's because no one wants to spend time with you because you suck. No one likes you because you're annoying. So stop. Stop. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. All right. Swole card. We got a Swole Slut card to give away. And what an amazing transformation today. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. Today's Swole card is going to Martin. Absolutely fucking epic. Congratulations. Look at this. Look at this before and after. Martin, I hope you're listening. I hope you're watching the show. Make sure you send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 2570 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. Absolutely epic. If you missed the story, he wrote us an email. I believe Martin's part of the Swole fam. I get confused who's a part of the Swole fam. We have multiple people with the same name, but Martin, absolutely awesome. Make sure that you send us an email, support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 2570, your mailing address in the body of the email. Absolutely fucking lit. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Look at him. Look, you ready? Ready? I like donuts. Donuts. Get in my belly. And he went from like, oh, are you noticing my gains? Oh, I didn't see you there. Look at these sick fucking gains. Look at that dude. The beard is amazing. Let's put it that way. Look at his fucking shoulders, son. You don't get that fucking cut and that shadowing in your shoulder without absolutely building a ton of fucking muscle. Dude, look at his top picture. There's no gains there in his shoulder. Where are his shoulders? They're not there. Look at this fucking deltoid. Bro. Unreal. Good for you, bro. Good for you. Absolute fucking fire. Absolute fire. We'll take some soundboard requests. Congratulations, Martin. Send us that email. Soundboard requests.
I fart in your general direction.
There's Tiny Tuck, Typical Tuck, Total Tuck, and the Tyrannical Tuck.
That's a huge business.
You need to stop being a lady. Quit worrying. You'll be back on your knees in no time.
Emotional damage. Loud noises. Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Dodson, we've got Dodson here.
Ah, Cerny, The Rock.
Shut up, bitch!
I love that that's every day. Every day. You can be guaranteed that Cerny's gonna drop that shit.
Coffee's for closers only. Now, once you've had sex with the woman, she will naturally start to depend on you, okay? All women do this.
Oh, the churchly. Oh. Look at that bellies. Look at those little nipples on the bellies.
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Hey, Adam, let Martin know that he won today's Swole card, all right? Oh, I got you, Lester. Einhorn is Finkel, and Finkel is Einhorn.
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn!
Stop! It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
What it is in the word? I don't think it means what you think it means.
Oh, I missed the nut. I'm off. Oh, the chain. Just in time. Yes, sir. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cranking up the hog. Cranking up the hog. Fam, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. So much. Fantastic episodes. Fantastic. It's great. Fam, great episode. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for Ask Papa Swole Live 2571. If you missed out on yesterday's Dragon Ball game, you could check it inside Swole TV. The Adidas penis is now available. The Adidas penis is now available. So make sure you go and watch that inside Swole TV. Join us, SwoleNormousX.com. And we'll see you tomorrow for 25/7 to Schwam. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swole. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now the king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Off topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm